A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant ruling from the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Pennsylvania, a federal judge has dismissed a lawsuit filed by 6 Republican members of the state's congressional delegation regarding the handling of ballots for military and overseas voters. The lawsuit, initiated just weeks before the upcoming election, sought to impose stricter verification procedures for absentee ballots submitted by overseas voters, citing concerns over potential foreign interference and the integrity of the election process. However, Judge Christopher C. Connor ruled that the plaintiffs had waited too long to file their complaint and could not substantiate their claims with sufficient evidence. The judge pointed out that by the time the lawsuit was filed, over 25,000 overseas ballots had already been distributed, making the timing of the legal action particularly problematic. The Republican representatives involved in the lawsuit included Guy Rees-Ginther, Dan Moiser, Glenn Thompson, Lloyd Smucker, Mike Kelly, and Scott Perry. They argued that the state's policy of exempting military and overseas absentee voters from providing identification violated federal law and created opportunities for ineligible ballots to be counted. They requested the court to mandate local elections officials to verify the identity and eligibility of these voters prior to counting their ballots. However, Judge Connor emphasized that implementing such changes at this late stage would disrupt established election processes and potentially disenfranchise thousands of voters. The ruling has sparked reactions from both sides of the political spectrum, with the Election Research Institute, which represents the plaintiffs, expressing disappointment and considering options for appeal. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Al Schmidt welcomed the dismissal, labeling the lawsuit as frivolous. The implications of this ruling are particularly significant in Pennsylvania, a critical swing state with a history of razor-thin margins in elections. In the 2020 presidential election, the state was decided by just 80,555 votes, and the stakes are high as both Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump vie for victory in the upcoming election. The plaintiffs' claims were described by the judge as based on phantom fears of foreign malfeasance, indicating a lack of concrete evidence to support their assertions. Furthermore, the judge noted that the plaintiffs had not sufficiently demonstrated how they were directly harmed by the existing voting procedures, which have been in place for years. This case highlights the ongoing tensions surrounding voting rights and election integrity, particularly in the context of military and overseas voters, who are often disproportionately affected by changes to voting laws. The Democratic Party has been actively working to ensure high turnout among overseas voters, who are estimated to number around 1.6 million in key swing states. As the election approaches, the focus on voting procedures and legal challenges is likely to intensify, with both parties keenly aware of the importance of every vote in the battleground states that will ultimately decide the presidency. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.